What's up, YouTube gamers? Bonfire here, and welcome to another Insight segment where today I'm bringing you some more Black Ops 2 multiplayer gameplay. And today on this particular gameplay, we're playing Kill Confirms on the DLC map Mirage, which, by the way, is a great map and doesn't get played enough. And I'm using the Vector with that diamond camo, and I've got Fast Mag and FMJ on it. And my perks are Ghost, Hardline, Scavenger, and Tactical Mask. And my score streaks are the UAV, Lightning Strike, and the Lodestar. And in this particular gameplay, I start off a little bit slow, as you'll see here, but I really pick it up towards the end. And overall, I think it was a fun gameplay, good gameplay, entertaining, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. Now, today I kind of wanted to talk about the Call of Duty Championships that took place over this past weekend, and the whole kind of esports idea in events that take place and go on. And for those of you that don't know, the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Championships were held this weekend in Los Angeles, and anyone could pretty much participate. They did many rounds of league play through Black Ops 2, and your team can kind of make the ranks into that semifinals and final rounds down in Los Angeles. And you know, when I first kind of heard about this, I just kind of thought, oh, you know, another esports type thing. I'm not really into that, you know, whatever, no big deal. But Sunday rolled around, and I hopped on Xbox, and I saw that the finals were just now starting. I think it was like 3 o'clock or something. And I decided, let's check it out, you know, let's kind of see how the pros play. You know, the quote-unquote pros. And so I turned it on, and Xbox did a great partnership with Activision. And you could actually, instead of watching it online, you could just stream it through your Xbox, which I thought was very cool. So I started it up, and I was kind of blown away by everything. And truth be told, it was extremely entertaining watching the Call of Duty Championships. Now, granted, I only watched the finals, at least most of it. I didn't expect it to be as long as it was, but overall it was very entertaining. And it really has piqued my interest into what this can be a few years down the road, and kind of what esports can be. Now, to be honest with you, I really wasn't into esports, as it consists of games like StarCraft and League of Legends and Shoot Mania, games, PC games that I don't really play and don't really interest me. I'm not really good at those strategy games, as fun as they can be. But you know, with additions like Halo, you know, and the MLG type events, as well as this Call of Duty Championship introducing Black Ops 2, it's definitely piqued my interest, and it's something I want to continue to follow and watch and enjoy, because, like I said, it was enjoyable. Now, starting with the production value, Activision, who, like I said, partnered with Microsoft, put on a great show. It was top-notch production value. I mean, they had the gameplay footage, which was actually using the COD casting on Black Ops 2. And they streamed it all right there. They had commentators, they had interviews. It was like watching a sports event. I mean, like a legitimate sports event. And I think that was really cool to take the sports event, the way that is shot, the way that is done, and bring that to gaming, and show you that gaming is a competitive thing, and it can be done in a very similar fashion. And I thought it was really cool the way they did it. And the stage that they had 2 sound booths facing away from each other. They were supposed to be soundproof boxes, basically, for each team of 4 facing away like the audience. And they had the trophy in the middle. It was a cool looking trophy, and you know, a bunch of banners and stuff saying Call of Duty Championships, Black Ops 2, all that. But it was high production value, and I thought it was really good. Now, the commentators who were actually commentating over the gameplay and while the matches were going on, and even in between matches, there was these two main guys that were doing it during the gameplay and would occasionally do it in between, you know, when they weren't going to the floor talking to people and doing interviews. But those two guys actually did a really good job and really made watching this more interesting. Now, they did it just like you would like a sports announcer for, say, a basketball game. They know the players, they know the names, they know what they're doing. And even one of them used the saying, used the saying, "He went ham." And when he said that, I was just like, no way did he just say that, because it was cool to kind of see them use the same type of lingo. And you could tell most of them were gamers just like you and I. So those two main guys did a really good job of announcing the matches and overall just commentating on the entire event. Now, there was, you know, the quote-unquote hot girl. She was kind of a little bit older, had the makeup caked on, but, you know, cliche there to try to get more gamer viewers. And then there's this one commentator guy who you could just tell doesn't play video games, and he was just a complete tool. I just wanted to be like, dude, you are such a tool. Quit showing this guy. Because every time he would talk, anything he would say, it was just so scripted and it sounded so fake. As with the other main commentators, you know, came off, you know, real. And I couldn't stand that guy. But for the most part, the commentators did a great job and made things for this event very interesting. And, you know, I found myself just drug into it, and they did a good job of doing that. Now, one of the main reasons I did turn it on was to watch how the pros play, and I was shocked to kind of see how accurate they were. I mean, granted, I know they're pros, but they were extremely accurate. And one of the things I wish they kind of would have told is maybe like what sensitivity each of the players are playing on, kind of how their controllers set up, even though I know they're using just basic Microsoft controllers, but, you know, what controller scheme are they using? And I thought it would have been cool to kind of give us an insight on what the teams are saying during the matches. I know some sports kind of let you, quote-unquote, get in the huddle, that type of thing. I think that would have been really cool to implement that, though they didn't. But one of the big things I noticed is there wasn't very many drop shots, which I think is a plus in my book. But they did a lot of the jumping around corners, jumping out of the way. I mean, it was almost like Halo out there with the jumping and shooting, but these guys were spot on, and they worked as a team, which I thought was really cool to see within Call of Duty, because you don't see that very often as far as people working as a team, as this is typically a lone wolf game. And their class setups were all specific to complement one another on the team and for the specific type of game that they were playing. And it was just really cool to see how all that went together and what they did. And now overall for esports and what this is, I thought it was very entertaining. I think it leads a bright future into what Call of Duty can bring to esports, and really what esports can be is I'm sure more and more people will tune into this each time it goes on. But I think it was really cool. I think you guys should check it out if you like Call of Duty. And I'm sure that it's on YouTube somewhere. I'll put a link in the description to the Call of Duty channel so you guys can check it out for yourselves. And I think this is great for gaming. I think it'll bring a lot of publicity and revenue into the industry and more eyes, which means more sales, which means better games. So that's kind of what I think of the Call of Duty Championship. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about esports, the Call of Duty Championships, if you watched them. And if you like this gameplay, give it a like and subscribe for more reviews and gameplays. Until next time, guys, I'm Bonfire, and I'll see you online.